Okay, we got a fun one for you today. We're going to be looking at some honkin' August vintages. My favorites. Okay, and first thing we're starting off with here is a 3-carat KSI1 on the right and a 319 MVS1 on, I'm sorry, KSI1 on the left and MVS1 on the right. Now, look at right now in the MVS1 on the right. You see that looks like a black line going into the reflection on the left-hand side? That is a reflection of the prong. Hold it. See it go away? See it go away like that? That was a reflection of the prong holding the diamond. Okay, so and it's in a place where it's not going to be mounted because prongs are always mounted in the corners, and you're seeing a reflection of that. But in any case, here are these two honkin' beauties. We're looking at size today, and we're looking at color. All right, so both of these diamonds, you see as I hold them like this into the camera with the bright daylight. Let me see if I can reposition those prongs. The dark line is bothering me. See if I can get those prongs in the corners. There we go. All right. That should take care of that. Come into focus, my friend. All right, there you go. Now, so your obvious difference here, you know, this is the KSI1 on the left is a square August vintage cushion. The MVS1 on the right is a rectangular August vintage cushion. Both of them ideal optics, both absolutely magnificent diamonds. Okay, now, looking at them face up, it's going to give you a little bit of an idea on the color, but your true perspective on color is going to come as I tilt them on their profile angles. Okay. And here is where you can see, because you got a K on the left and an M on the right, a little bit more of a tint in the M on the right, but that has that creamy white appearance to it, that more like that antique lace. Okay, we're going to look at these critically, face down and face up against a flat white background in a lab environment in just a moment. But I wanted to kind of show you the optics of these beauties while I'm here, and also primarily these color differences in natural daylight. Okay, so the K looks whiter. Okay, and August vintage cushions in K colors do face up pretty darn white. You know, they're pretty nice looking. But even at M, you can see the little bit of a tint in the M, but it's not, you know, it's not like a blatantly yellow stone. But two great options right in that 30K range. Okay? In fact, all the diamonds that we're looking at here are in the 30K range or under. All right, so absolutely gorgeous. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave out this 319 on the right, and I'm going to bring in a 417 NSI2 August vintage cushion, also right in the same price range. All right, so here we go. This is the 319 now. I'm going to have this on the left, and then, whoa, look at the size of this mama. This has got to be the most beautiful. In fact, I'm going to go on record saying it. This guy has got to be the most beautiful vintage cut diamond in the 30K range. This guy here on the right, a 417 NSI2. There is a feather under the table, actually. I don't know if the video is capturing it or not, but it is a white, transparent feather. I could not see this with my eyes, even with my reading glasses on, but look at how bright this diamond is. Just absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous August vintage cushion. Now, this August vintage cushion, instead of graduating to a yellow color, okay, what we typically term warm, graduates to a brownish tint. Okay, and you can see it. You can see it here in the video. You can see it a little bit here in the face-up view. But you're going to see it a little more so, of course, as I bring the diamonds to their tilt angles. But man, look at that gorgeous stone. I don't know if I've had this guy in a video yet. Alright, so here's where you're going to see that little bit of a color tone difference. Let me get these guys in focus a little better. Okay. Actually, when I pull my hand away, you probably see it a little bit easier. So there's your color difference from the M on the left to the N on the right. So there's only one letter difference between the two diamonds, but they graduate to a different color tone in the body of the gem material itself. Okay, and then slowly bring them in front. Look at the pastels in that large diamond. Just absolutely magnificent. Just you could virtually fry an egg on that thing. It's big. Okay. All right. So that goes for, this is here showing you the optics and the colors here against the in natural daylight. Oh, there's one more diamond that I have that I'm going to throw into this mix. I'm going to put the 4 carat down. You got the size reference for that 4 carat now. We're going to be looking at it again when we go into diffuse lighting for color comparisons. But I'm going to leave this 319 out for a second, and I'm going to bring an August Vintage Round into the mix because I know you were originally looking at those, and I'm not trying to persuade you out of the August Vintage Round, just so we do have more options in the August Vintage Cushion at this moment. But let me show you that one. Okay. Now, okay, so here's the 319 MVS1 on the left. Absolutely beautiful specimen of an August Vintage. And then this one on the right is a gorgeous, gorgeous 242. This is also an M color, a 242 MVS1 August Vintage Round. And I'm telling you, you won't find an old European cut. You will not find an old European cut that's more brilliant and beautiful as this diamond. It is gorgeous. Okay? This here is the closest diamond that we have to your call, and it's much less than what you want to spend, of course. It's only in the low 20K zone. But if you get this one, and then as soon as we cut a 3 carat equivalent, you can always trade me back, and I'll give you back what you pay for it on a trade, of course. So, or you can get the already 3 carat August Vintage Cushion. All right, but what a gorgeous, gorgeous comparison. All right, so I want to show you first the optics of these two beauties, which I'll tell you, this is just drool-worthy material here. And now we're going to look at them from the side. Okay. And your colors, they're pretty darn comparable, because they're both M's. All right. But I'm telling you, out there in diamond world, you people who are looking at an engagement ring, you're saying, ooh, I'll never consider an M for an engagement ring. Perhaps not, but I want to straighten you out. M does not mean a diamond's ugly, because these M's will freaking blow away most of everything that's out there when it comes to cut quality and like kind. So when it comes to vintage diamonds, man, these August Vintage, they're like, forget about it. Alright, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go into the lab environment, and we're going to look at color more critically. Alright. Wow, so beautiful. Okay, let's go into lab. Alright, we're going to start now in the lab environment, looking at these in the face down view. And here on the tray, against the flat white background, we have the 301K, I'm sorry, yeah, 3 carat KSI1 right here. And then this is the 319M VS1 here. Okay. And there's your slight tint difference from the K to the M. All right. It's going to be helpful when I turn these face up also, but just bear with me for one moment. It's going to show you how the others fare upside down. Here is the 417 now NSI2. Okay. And you can see how that diamond, here's where you can really see the difference in the graduation of the tones from your faint yellows to your faint brown. Okay. Sometimes there are jewelry stores that'll advertise these as cognac or chocolate diamond, but this isn't really that dark that I would call it chocolate. But you can clearly see your tones. All right, and then just for the record, we're going to bring in that August Vintage round, which is also graded as an M. Perhaps I should put that alongside of that M and show you the comparison. You can see how similar those two are. Okay, so we have K, M, M, and an N. And this comparison here and showing you in this manner in the lab environment is the best way and most effective way to show you online the differences, not just in colors, but in color tones. Okay, there's a lot of good value to this particular video because you're learning and seeing the differences in colors and color tones. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to flip these guys face up. It's so funny. Putting the K here never makes a K look so white as when you put it next to M's and N's. But K isn't a bad color though. All right. Just bear with me as I flip these over. Okay. Okay. Now looking at diamonds in the face-up view, I'm just going to remove the round for a second and focus on the cushions first. You can see when I have them here at this 45, at these tilt angles, the tilt angles is the best way for you out there in YouTube land to see the differences in the colors face up. If you remember when I was by the window, we were able to most effectively see colors when I tilted the diamonds sideways. You saw it a little bit face up, but more so when I tilted them sideways. So here from these 45-degree angles, and as I rock and tilt the diamonds, you can see your color differences more so. So here's where people get into describing now that where the soft yellows like this M and this K take on that antique lace kind of an appearance. Okay, and here's, you could see this slight hint of, it's kind of like a golden brown, almost, I hate to use the word pink, but almost like a slight, very faint pinkish tone to it. Which I know you're thinking of, the person who's looking at these is considering mounting in rose gold. And I got to tell you, that diamond in rose gold, actually any of these in rose gold, will look awesome, awesome, awesome. But I'm going to tell you, that particular diamond right there in rose gold, if you can envision that, man, that would look very sweet. And I'm not saying that because it's the biggest diamond either. And here, last but not least, here's that August Vintage round. Okay. And I got to tell you, short of seeing it live, you're seeing it in the best and most effective way that we could possibly think of here. And that kind of wraps up this video for today. I really, because we're focusing on, you know what fire looks like in August Vintage rounds and cushions. We've got a million videos showing fire in these diamonds. But so we were really focusing primarily, from by the window, of course I'm going to show you the optics, but mainly wanted to focus on these colors. Okay, thank you very much, and I'll hear from you in email. And for all my all my YouTube fans out there, we appreciate it if you give us a like on this video and subscribe to us.